Good day everyone! I'm Rana May Serdan taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. So my topic is all about stages of language acquisition and development. So let's start! Have you ever wondered how we acquire language? Do you know what language acquisition means? Do you know the difference between first language acquisition and second language acquisition? We all speak a language. Some people speak multiple, but most of us don't even think about how we actually acquire these languages. Researchers define language acquisition into two categories: first language acquisition and second language acquisition. First language acquisition is a universal process regardless of home language. Babies listen to the sounds around them, begin to imitate them, and eventually start producing words. Second language acquisition assumes knowledge in the first language and encompasses the process an individual goes through as he or she learns the elements of a new language, such as vocabulary, phonological components, grammatical structures, and writing systems. Before let's proceed to the stages of second language acquisition and development, let's now proceed first to the mechanics of second language acquisition. Each language has its own set of rules for speaking and writing the language properly. And individuals trying to learn a new language often blur the lines between which set of rules to use. Second language learners also face a certain degree of fear or anxiety about tackling a new language, which can, in turn, affect how easily or how well they acquire a second language. According to Anne E. Oliveri, a teacher with 30 years of experience teaching English as a second language, describes second language acquisition as a learning continuum because the person learning a new language progresses from no knowledge of the new language to a level of competency closely resembling that of a native speaker. Proponents of second language acquisition theories, including Oliveri and Judy Hines, another ESL teacher with 28 years of experience, identified the 5 distinct stages of second language acquisition as originally exposed by linguist Stephen Krashen. These include the following. So these are the 5 stages of second language acquisition. Number 1. Silent or receptive. This stage may last from several hours to several months, depending on the individual learner. During this time, new language learners typically spend time learning vocabulary and practice pronouncing new words. While they may engage in self-talk, they don't normally speak the language with any fluency or real understanding. This stage is controversial among language educators. Anna Lumba disagrees that second language learners are totally silent while they are in the first learning stage. Instead, Lumba states that speech is fundamental in language acquisition, and learners excel in language acquisition when they apply what they learn as they learn it. In this first stage, second language learners dedicate time to learning vocabulary of the new language. They may also practice saying new terms. While there likely is talking happening at this stage, there is controversy over whether second language learners are ever truly silent. A second language learner does not produce their new language with functional fluency or comprehension. It will be essential to continue providing rich, meaningful language modeling and exposure during this stage. You can support a child's understanding of new vocabulary and language by providing visual and concrete models to help the words that they are hearing. Number 2. Early production. This stage may last about 6 months, during which language learners typically acquire an understanding of up to 1,000 words. They may also learn to speak some words and begin forming short phrases, even though they may not be grammatically correct. This second phase involves the second language user beginning to collect new words. During this time, they may also start to say some terms and may even begin forming short phrases of early word combinations. In this stage, you may find that children can begin to comprehend written material when they reach this stage. Expose children to simple written text with illustrations to help their understanding. Number 3. Speech emergence. By this stage, learners typically acquire a vocabulary up to 3,000 words and learn to communicate by putting the words in short phrases, sentences, and questions. Again, they may not be grammatically correct, but this is an important stage during which learners gain greater comprehension and begin reading and writing in their second language. By the time second language learner enter into this third stage, they have collected several thousand words. This is an exciting phase as they begin to communicate by combining these learned words into short phrases and sentences. Their second language is truly become connected. This connectedness will also afford increases in the understanding of their new language. And you may see your child beginning to read and write in their second language at this stage. Number 4. Intermediate fluency. At this stage, which may last for a year or more after speech emergence, learners typically have a vocabulary of as many as 6,000 words. They usually acquire the ability to communicate in writing and speech using more complex sentences. This crucial stage is also when learners begin actually thinking in their second language, which helps them gain more proficiency in speaking it. It is occur when speakers begin communicating in complex sentences, that is, sentences will include conjunction to sequence and connect related clauses. This is a critical stage for allowing even more connected language and true conversations to emerge. Second language learners may also begin to think in their second language at this time, again reflecting the significant progress that has been made. By targeting narratives, both fictional and personal narratives, that is, stories about your own experiences, we can ensure that children in the intermediate fluency level can express their thoughts and feelings in a connected manner. As children can use their second language for such meaningful purposes, their second language proficiency will continue to deepen. Number 5. Continued language development or advanced fluency. It takes most learners at least 2 years to reach this stage, and then up to 10 years to achieve full mastery of the second language in all its complexities and nuances. Second language learners need ongoing opportunities to engage in discussions and express themselves in their new language in order to maintain fluency in it. The key to learning a new language and developing proficiency in speaking and writing that language is consistency and practice. A student must converse with others in the new language on a regular basis in order to grow their fluency and confidence. In addition, Hines says that it's important for students to continue to work with the classroom teacher on a specific content area related to a new language such as history, social studies, or writing. This stage may last for an extended time. Here, second language learners will continue to develop their new language and to achieve accuracy with increasing complexity and with social pragmatics. Continued practice and exposure will continue to consolidate second language learning in the fluency phase. Teachers who have students in the fluency phase can continue to provide language scaffolding through curricular content area learning. The stage of language acquisition are the predictable stage that language learners experience. It is important to keep in mind that parents and teachers play an important role in the language development process. Recognizing and understanding this stage helps facilitate a child's language experience. One important factor during the process of second language acquisition is a student's awareness of the language development process. This is because a person's awareness facilitates and contributes to language growth. Consider sharing the second language acquisition stages with language learners to support their learning experience. That's all for today. Hope you learned something. Thank you for watching.